morning. All right, so when you ladies are ready, it's right about 9 o'clock. We'll go ahead and get started. I do invite you to sit in a comfortable seated position, so that's on your glutes or even on your shin bones with the block supporting the bottom, or on a couple of blankets, bolsters, or pillows, whatever feels right for you. You'll go ahead and remove the flesh of the left from underneath. You'll sit up nice and tall, closing your eyes. Draw a breath in through your nose. And then you'll exhale, open mouth, sigh, release, and let that breath go. 2 more just like that. Inhaling through the nose, allowing the abdomen to expand, feeling your shoulders drop back. And then you'll exhale, sigh that breath out, send the navel towards the spine, anchor yourself through your sits bones. Once more, inhale, draw that breath fully. And then exhale, release that breath completely. Continue to release that breath, that stagnation air that might still remain there, by drawing the navel even closer towards the spine or engaging the core. From that position, take your tongue, lick the lips, seal them to one another, and then start breathing in and out of your nose. As you begin breathing in and out of your nose, you're able to take one hand to your heart and place the opposite hand on your belly, allowing you to grow a little taller through your spine. As you inhale through your nose, you're feeling that breath enter the low abdomen, through the diaphragm, and up to your heart. And as you're exhaling, you're releasing that breath from your heart through the diaphragm and that low belly. You'll keep this breath work, allowing yourself just to really tune in, focus on the sound of it, the texture of it. If it's audible, enjoy the sound that you're creating. If it's quiet, as long as it feels good, own it for what it is. Do your ultimate best not to let the navel come too far towards the spine where it allows you to drop your chin towards your chest. We'll get there with just a little bit of time. Let's continue that breath work in and out. Feel yourself proudful, lifting through the crown, but completely feeling at ease through the shoulders, down through the knees. Shifting your direction now into your mind. What thoughts are entering the mind? Inviting yourself to set an intention, a dedication, allowing yourself to let go of thoughts that no longer serve your higher purpose. I personally like to work with love and kindness, especially during this month. Forgiveness is part of love. Forgiving yourself, forgiving others, being kind to yourself. And if for a moment you can imagine someone, maybe it's even something through your visual behind those eyelids, someone that you care deeply for, or something that you care about, how you would treat them, how would you show them you love them, that you forgive them, that they're important to you. Maybe they even bring a smile to your face. They bring joy and love and contentment. Now I want you to replace that face or that vision with your own face. Love yourself like you love that person. As you take your next breath in, draw it in fully from that low abdomen up towards your heart. And as you exhale, sigh that breath out, letting it go, releasing those palms down to your sides. Take a full breath in through the nose, and then a cleansing breath out of the mouth. Either keeping your eyes closed or blinking those eyes open. We'll inhale, sweep our arms up towards the sky, letting those palms kiss over our head. And as we exhale, we'll bring our hands into prayer and at our heart space. Inhale, we'll pull those shoulders up towards our ears. Exhale, we'll retract the shoulders away from our ears. Inhale, circle sweep your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, pull the heads of your elbows down. Expand through the collarbone, but knit the ribs together like you're tying your shoes. Inhale, your arms reach up. And as we exhale, release that right hand to the right side and then take this left hand, place it around your right ear. Gently guide the left ear towards this left side. If it's too aggressive, bring that hand to your thigh instead, your right hand to your thigh. Or if you need a little bit more, perhaps you drop that left shoulder away from your ear and you extend that right arm out towards the right side. And imagine you're turning a doorknob back and forth, or maybe it's stillness for you, whichever you prefer. Draw a full breath in. Let it go. One more full belly breath in, feeling that elongation through the scalenes, the side of the neck, letting that breath go. As you take your next breath in, release that left arm up towards the sky, release that left hand down to the ground. Keep that ear towards the shoulder, and then we'll exhale, drop the chin towards the chest, trace it over towards that right side. One more breath in, and then exhale, trace it back over towards that left side. On our next breath in, we'll keep lengthening through the crown of the head, and we'll exhale, release the chin down towards our chest. On our breath in, circle sweep your arms, bringing that gaze towards the front, and exhale, pulling the heads of the elbows down. This time, pull the shoulders down and back and in. Inhale, those arms reach up, and as you exhale, left hand to that left side, right hand around your left ear. Taking that right ear towards that right side, drop that left shoulder away from the ear. Relax the thighs or sit on a blanket if you need to. Take a full breath in here. Let that breath go. Inhale through your nose if you can. Absorb all this wellness, this love. As you exhale, release that breath. And then leaving your head just as it is, inhale, that right arm goes up, and exhale, that right hand releases down. As that right hand releases down, exhale, drop your chin down towards your chest, trace your shoulder or that collarbone over towards that left side. A breath in here. And on that exhale, take it back over towards that right side. A breath in here, and then exhale, the chin goes towards the chest. Keep it towards your chest, and then inhale, sweep your arms up, interlace your fingers. As you interlace the fingers or weave that basket, place the back of the hands, place your hands on the back of your head and tilt those elbows towards the earth. Take your navel, draw it towards the spine. Exhale the breath here. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, press the navel towards the spine. Keep those elbows pointing forward or down towards your thighs. On your next inhale, lift the head, release those elbows to open up. Inhale, the arms reach up, and then exhale, lower your hands down to your sides. Switch the direction of how you have your legs crossed so you can bring blood flow back to the legs, to those thighs, the ankles, wiggle the hips side to side. And then on our next inhale, we'll circle sweep those arms up towards the sky, knit our ribs. Exhale, pull the heads of the elbows down. If your gaze is okay to look up, take it there. Inhale, those arms reach up. Exhale, right hand to that right side, extending the left fingertips towards that right edge. As you extend the left fingertips towards that right edge, feel your left rib cage press towards that left side so that you can spin your heart open and then draw a full breath in. Let that breath go. As you take your next inhale, extend and reach that left arm up towards the sky. Draw the navel in, and on that exhale, tap the earth with your left hand to the right side. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, tap it down. Inhale, extend and lift. Exhale, bring it down. Leave it here. Inhale, looking to that right side of the room. Exhale, letting that breath go. As you take your next breath in, walk your hands towards center. And as you exhale, bring those palms towards that left side. Draw a breath in here. Let that breath go here. Inhale, extend and lift that right arm up towards the sky. Extend the right fingertips towards that left edge. Press the right rib cage towards this right side. Relax that right thigh down. Full belly breath in, opening the heart. Full belly breath out. On the next inhale, extend and reach up towards the sky with that right hand. Exhale, right fingertips, tap that left side. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, lowering it down. Once more, inhale up. Exhale down. Staying right here, looking towards that left side, a breath in, and then that breath out as you ring the navel. Inhale, walk your hands back towards center. Stay right here, and as you exhale, release your chest towards the earth. Maybe bend your elbows and stack those hands or stack your fists so that you can have a place for that space between the eyebrows to rest. Draw a full breath in here. Let that breath go. One more big belly breath in. letting that breath go. Releasing, inhale, we'll rise up, slide our hands towards our shin bones. Exhale, dome your spine, catted back, chin goes towards the chest. Inhale, slide the hands towards the hips if you'd like. Pull those elbows back and in, chest goes high. Exhale, dome that spine, catted back. Inhale, bring it forward. One more round, exhale back. And inhale forward. And then exhale, neutralize. As you neutralize, inhale, those arms reach up, palms will kiss, hands into prayer next to your heart space. Closing those eyes, bowing to yourself, to the journey we're about to embark on. Revisit that intention. Breathe in through the nose, and when you're ready, exhale, release the palms down. Work your way onto all fours, so on hands and knees. And as you come onto your hands and knees, begin to wiggle those hips right side to left side. Notice what's going on with the lower half of the body, the hip area, the inner thighs, the outer thighs, the low spine, and even your shoulders. Go ahead and pause when you're ready. Tuck those toes under, send the weight of the body back so that you can stretch the bottom of your feet. You always have that option, if you'd like, to roll your little toes out to the edges as you exhale and stay there for a breath in and a breath out, or you can always roll them back towards midline if that's your preference. Perhaps you play with it today by allowing yourself a little bit more movement, or maybe today it's not a static kind of day, so you decide that it's more dynamic. Either or, you get to dictate what feels right. Regardless of what you're doing, we've got 2 more inhales. And last breath in. And last breath out here, and then we'll inhale, send the weight of the body forward. Lift your feet off the mat, a couple of circles with your ankles in each direction. Tops of the feet down on the mat, big toes together, knees go out to the edges of the mat, and then slide your hips back. As your hips come back, extend those arms forward, rest your forehead down on the ground. If you need a wiggle, wiggle just a little. Maybe you wiggle quite a bit, but whatever you do, draw a breath in. Work the weight of the body towards the heels. Extend the fingertips actively if your shoulders feel okay towards the top of the mat. One more big breath here in this child's pose. And releasing that breath. As you take your next inhale, begin to lift your body back onto all fours. And as we come onto all fours, lift your right wrist off the ground. A couple of circles with that right wrist in one direction and then the opposite. Return that palm down, switch it out to the left. Use your breath as you move. Exhale, place that palm down. A soft bend of the elbows and let your elbows point back. Draw the navel up towards the spine. Hug those elbows in. On an inhale, curl your toes under. Drop the belly down. Tilt and lift your chest and chin up. On your exhale, press the tops of the feet onto the mat. Find yourself gripping into the earth. And as you grip into the earth, dome your spine up. Inhale that cow pose, a soft bend of the elbows, retraction of your shoulders, lifting of the chest. Exhale, doming the spine, working the weight of the body up. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, catted back up. We're going to take one more round. So inhale when you're ready for that cow pose. And exhale, sending the vertebrae up. Inhale, we'll neutralize. And as we neutralize, tuck those toes under. And as we tuck our toes under, wiggle the hips right side to left side. And then allow the hips to come over towards that right side completely. And exhale, look over your left shoulder. Breathe in here. Let that breath go. Then inhale, switch it out. Exhale, push that left hip to the left side, looking over your right shoulder. Draw a breath in. Let that breath go. On our next inhale, neutralizing the spine. And as we neutralize the spine, tucking the toes if you untucked them, bringing those knees together, leaving your right toes curled under. Inhale, that left leg extends towards the back of the room. Go ahead and press the palms firmly into the mat, feeling yourself dome the belly slightly so that you can connect the core. If it feels okay for you, extend and lengthen that right hand towards the front of the mat. A full breath in here, and then we'll exhale, tuck the elbow and the knee in towards our heart. Inhale, reach nice and long. Keep your toes flexed or pointing down. Exhale, bring it all in. Inhale, find that length. Last time, exhale, pull it in. Inhale, we'll extend. On our exhale, lower that palm down to the ground. Step or slide your left foot to the right side. Send your gaze over that right shoulder, pressing your left hip towards that left edge. A full breath in here. And that full breath out here. On our next breath in, we'll look towards the top of the mat. Release and return that left knee down towards the ground. Shake the hips if you'd like, and then setting back up, tucking the toes as those toes tuck. Curl the left toes under. Inhale, right leg goes behind us. Keep that right leg in line with the body instead of higher than the alignment of your hips. Press into the earth, extend and float that left hand forward. Draw full breath in here. And then exhale, tuck it all in. Inhale long. Exhale, tuck in. Inhale long. Exhale, tuck in. And then inhale, extend, lower the palm. Step your right foot to the left side. Exhale the breath as you look over your left shoulder. Inhaling through your nose. Let that breath go. Inhale, take the gaze towards the top of the mat. Slide your foot back. Return this right knee down to the ground. Wiggle however you see fit. Tucking the toes under, lifting the knees off the mat. You'll exhale, tilting the hips up towards the sky. Draw a full breath in as you begin to march or paddle your feet out. As we work our way into this first downward facing dog, be mindful with the hamstrings, with your glutes, your low back, and even the shoulders if they're tight. Continue paddling your feet back and forth, almost like you're marching. The heels might graze the mat. The heels may never touch the mat, and either is perfectly fine. Take a full breath in wherever you are. Let that breath go, finding stillness. Hollowing out your armpits, engaging those biceps and engaging your thighs. Draw another breath in. Tilt the hips up, press the heart towards the thighs, letting that breath go. As you take your next breath in, lift both heels off the ground, bend those knees generously, keeping the hips elevated, press your heart towards your thighs. Maybe you even bounce just a tiny bit to see if you can keep that heart pressed to the thighs. One more inhale here, letting that breath go. And then on that next breath in, looking forward, begin to walk your feet towards your thumbs or walk your hands towards your toes as you exhale for that forward fold. Inhale, we'll lift up halfway, a flat back. Exhale, we'll release it all the way back down. Separate your feet as wide as you'd like to take ragdoll pose as we grab those elbows. Rock the body from one side of the room to the opposite side. Really let your head dangle. If you find that your chin is tilted and pointing towards the mat, let your chin come closer towards your chest, or at least take the gaze in between your legs. Draw a full breath in here. Let that breath go. Go ahead and release your hands down to the ground. Take your feet out a little bit wider. Bend those knees a little bit more, and then inhale, lift up halfway, and let your arms come out to the letter T. On that exhale, interlace your hands, grab your elbow, or maybe perhaps grab your wrist. And on that exhale, we'll bow that chest down. As we bow that chest down, straighten your right leg, send that left shoulder towards your left knee, looking to the right side. If you'd like, you can bend the elbows, and then you can bring your fist towards this left side if you prefer. Draw a full breath in. Let that breath go. Bending that right knee, return to center. Extend those arms over your head. Exhale, release those hands to the small of the back, down towards the ground. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, bend your elbows, fold the body down. On that next breath in, keep those knees bent, but lift up halfway. Arms go back out to a letter T. Bring the palms back towards one another. Interlace the uninstinctual grip or the opposite or wonky one. Draw a breath in, and when you're ready, exhale, fold the heart. As you fold the heart, the hands can stay at the small of the back. Begin to straighten your left leg if you can. Take that right shoulder to the right knee and look over to that left side. Take a full belly breath in. Let that breath go. And then inhale, bend your left knee, return the gaze to center. Exhale, the hands release to the small of the back, down to the ground. Inhale, rise up halfway. Heel toe your feet back towards one another, drawing a breath in, letting that breath go. Bending the knees, inhale, reverse, and slide those arms out to the sides, up to the sky. That full breath in, shoulders back and down. Exhale, heads of the elbows, pull down. Inhale, those arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold, lowering your fingertips or the palms down to the mat. Step back with that right foot, plant the palms down. Step back with your left foot, and then tilt those hips up towards the sky for downward facing dog. Take a full belly breath in, check in with yourself, let that breath go. And then inhale, lifting the heels, roll into your plank pose, drop down to those knees, tuck those elbows in, send the weight of the body forward so that your shoulders are here over the wrist, the tops of the feet, press into the earth, and you'll exhale, lower your frame down to the earth. Send your hands out beyond your mat if you'd like. Pull the shoulders back and down. Inhale, lift the heart up for that modified cobra. And then exhale, release the chest back down. Inhale, lifting up. Take your right shoulder, release it to the center of the mat, looking to that left side. Inhale, come back to center. Relax those glutes, shake those legs, and then exhale, left shoulder down, look over towards that right side of the room. A full belly breath in here, and that full release out. Inhale, we'll come back to center. And we'll exhale, lower the heart down to the ground. Slide the hands back down to your breastbones. Pull those elbows in, curl those toes under. Inhale, plank onto the knees. Plank off your knees to exhale, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, breathe in through your nose. Let that breath go. Inhale, extend and lift that right leg up towards the sky, bending the knee, stacking the hip towards this left side. Begin to trace a few circles with this right knee in each direction. Switch it out if you haven't already. And then inhale, right leg goes back and out, toes point down. Magnetize that hamstring up towards the ceiling. On that exhale, the right knee comes in towards your chest, looking forward. Step that foot in between the thumbs, or if it's before the thumbs, assist your foot forward. Take a full breath in, looking towards the front. And then exhale, drop the knee down to the earth. And then inhale, extend those arms up towards the sky. Exhale, the heads of the elbows pull down. Inhale, those arms fan up. Exhale, the hands release to frame your right foot. Tucking the back toes, lifting that back knee. Inhale, right arm fans up towards the sky. Shoulders drift away from our ear. Exhale, the hand releases to the mat. Spin your back foot for warrior two, and then inhale, cartwheel your hands around and open. Take a full breath in here. Reach actively through the tips of your finger. Keep that front knee bent at a 90-degree angle. Press to the back edge of this left foot. Big breath in. Big breath out. Drop that back hand down. Flip your right palm. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Keep the hips low. Try not to create that length for triangle, but keep that right knee bent. Full belly breath in. Navel is firm. Letting that breath go. One more. And then exhale, extended side angle, right forearm on that right thigh. Lift that left arm up towards the ceiling. Peel the chest open, drop the shoulder back and down. Rotate this left hip open by bringing your right rib cage towards center. One more inhale and exhale. Then inhale, reverse that warrior. On our exhale, cartwheel your hands, frame your front foot. Spin that back foot so that you're on the ball of it. Plant the palms down. Step back into downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, lift the heels, roll into plank, pause in plank. As we pause in plank, dome your spine, press into the earth. Really imagine that you're trying to crinkle your belly button or crinkle your abdomen to feel that engagement. You're here. One more breath in. And then on that exhale, drop the knees down, send the weight forward, lower the chest down. Inhale, rise up for baby cobra. So the elbows tuck in, the hands float off the ground if you can. If your back is tender, legs are wider than normal. One more inhale here. And then exhale, lowering it down. Inhale, plank on or off your knees. To exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full belly breath in. Let that breath go. One more big breath in. Letting that breath go. As you take your next inhale, extend and lift that left leg up towards the sky, bending the knee. Stack the hip open. As we stack that hip open, trace those circles with this left knee in one direction, and then switch it out to the opposite direction. Just creating synovial fluid to cushion our joint. And we'll inhale, extend that left leg to the back of the room, and then exhale, pull the knee into the chest, lift that right heel high. Step your foot in between your thumbs or help it forward. Take a full breath in, looking to the front of your room. And then exhale, drop your knee down, top of your foot on the earth. Inhale, rise up for low lunge. Draw the belly in. Exhale, your elbows pull down. Inhale, your arms fan up. Exhale, hands frame the left foot. Tuck the right toes, lift the right knee. Stay low in your stance, and then inhale, sweep that left arm up towards the sky. Pull the shoulders away from your ears. One more breath in. And then exhale, fingertips down to the ground. Spin your right foot for warrior two. So it's about an 85-degree angle, maybe 90. And then inhale, lift it all the way up. Once you rise up, look just beyond your left peace fingers. Drop your shoulders down, actively extending front and back, and find center. One more breath here. And that breath out. Back hand down, flip that left palm. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Full belly breath in here. Full belly breath out. One more breath in. And then exhale, extended side angle. Left forearm on the left thigh, right arm reaches up. As the right arm reaches up, do your very best not to hyperextend the shoulder, but extend up like you're grabbing a light bulb. One more full breath in. One full breath out. Then inhale, reverse your warrior. Trace that left palm back. Exhale, cartwheel your hands to frame that left foot. You're on the ball of your right foot. Breath in. Plant those palms down. Step that left foot back. Tilt your hips up. Downward facing dog. Full inhale here. Full exhale. Then inhale, lift the heels. Roll forward, plank pose. Once more, press into the earth. Dome your spine like it's a turtle shell. And then crinkle your abdomen in. Send the weight of the body forward. You're on the very tips of your toes, or at least on the ball of the foot. I know it's getting hard, but bring your ribs together. That's the point of it, activating. One more inhale. And then exhale, you can release the knees, lowering the chest. Inhale, cobra pose this time. So leaving the thighs down on the mat, pressing the tops of the feet into the earth, lifting the chest up if possible. If not, modify your cobra. One more inhale here. Let that breath go. Tucking the toes when you're ready, drawing the navel up and in. Plank to exhale, downward facing dog. Take a full belly breath in. Let that breath go. On your next inhale, lifting the heels, bending those knees, looking forward. Walk, step, or if you'd like to hop, you can take a few hops to work your way in between those thumbs. Exhale for a fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, we'll reverse and rise. Slide those arms to the sides, up to the sky. Full breath in. Exhale, heads of the elbows pull down. Inhale, those arms reach up. As the arms reach up, gaze down at your toes. Bring those big toes together. Flare them as wide as you can. Work the weight of the heels to the edges of the mat, or what would be the edges of your mat if you were pressing through the blades. Take a breath in, look forward now, and then exhale, chair pose. Bend those knees, sink the hips low. Adjust your stance how you see fit. That same motion that we were taking with our plank, that's what I want you to feel. That little crinkle of your belly, and boom, sit your bum low. Beautiful, nice work. Take a breath in. Let that breath go. Imagine that chair's there waiting for you. One more breath. This time, palms together. Exhale, hands at prayer and at our heart space. Draw a full breath in. And then exhale, forward fold, lowering the fingertips down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse and rise. Circle sweep your arms to the sides, up to the sky. That full breath in. Exhale, pull the heads of your elbows down. Knit the ribs together. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, forward fold. Lowering those palms down to the mat. Step back with that left foot. Step back with that right foot. Plank pose to exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll back into your plank. Squeeze the core, press the spine up, feel the belly engage. You should shift the weight of the body forward if you can, or drop down to your knees. On your exhale, lowering halfway or all the way. Tops of the feet press if it was halfway. Lift the chest up for upward facing dog. If it's cobra that you prefer, your thighs are down on the ground. Your shoulders still pull back. Take that pressure out of your low spine by relaxing those glutes. One more breath in. Let that breath go. Inhale, plank pose, on or off your knees, to off the knees, to exhale, downward facing dog. As we take our next breath in, extend and lift that right leg up towards the sky, bending the knee and stacking hip over hip. From here, lift that left heel higher, bend that left knee generously, step your right foot to that left side, spin the body open and take flip dog. Both knees are bent for flip dog. Anchor your frame through this left hand, right arm extends over the head or to your heart. Full belly breath in. And then exhale, spin your gaze to look back towards the mat. This allows your body to rotate and come back into three-legged dog. Take a full breath in here. And then exhale, bring that right knee to your heart. Step that right foot in between your thumbs. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, drop that left knee down. Inhale, lift up for low lunge. Exhale, pull the heads of the elbows down. Inhale, those arms reach up. Exhale, hands frame that front foot. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee. Inhale, extend your right arm up. Press the weight of that left foot back. One more breath in. And then exhale, lowering the hand down. Spin your back foot so that now you're coming into warrior two position. Inhale, lift it up. From our warrior two, a full belly breath in. Sink into it as you exhale. Feel relaxed, but work. Drop your back hand down. Flip that right palm. Inhale, reverse it here. A breath in. And then as we exhale, extended side angle, forearm on the thigh, left arm sweeps around and over. Now press the ribs up towards the sky. So you're feeling the side of your ribs lifting up. Both arms now extend towards the front. You can look down at your toes, or if you prefer, spin that heart open and look up towards the sky. Your choice. One more breath in, one more breath out, and then inhale, reverse it here. Exhale, cartwheel your hands, frame that front foot. Pause here for a moment. Walk your hands a foot forward, drag the left toes, lift the left foot, straighten your right leg, standing split. As you exhale your heart down towards this right thigh. Take a full breath in, feel that right hip engage, feel that right glute squeeze, and then lift and engage the glute and the hamstring on this left leg. Take a full belly breath in, let that breath go. An option to challenge yourself here. You can take right hand, left hand around the ankle, or maybe just right hand and leave the left fingertips down on the ground. Inhaling through your nose, whatever you're doing, letting that breath go. One more, and then releasing. As you release, inhale, look up and forward. Exhale, pull that knee into your chest, step that foot down, take a breath in. Exhale, sink the hips low. Inhale, chair pose. Take a full breath in here in your chair pose. Pull the belly in, so feel that crinkling of the core. Let the hips get low, palms together, hands at prayer and at your heart space. One more breath in. Twist open towards that right side, whether it's the left elbow to that outside edge or left arm forward, right arm back. Always your choice. Decide if you want to look over the right hand or look at your left thumb. Breath in, knees stay together. So if you have the shifting of the knees, send that left hip back. Let the hips get low. One more inhale. Exhale. Then inhale back to chair. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release it down. Inhale, we'll reverse and rise all the way up. Circle sweeping our arms up. Exhale, elbows will pull down. Inhale, the arms reach up. Exhale, pull that right knee into your belly. As that right knee pulls into your belly, your hands either grab underneath the hamstring or interlace and wrap in front of your shin bone. Point the toes, flex the toes. Point and flex. Now, if your hip on this left side is shifting out to that left side, press it back in so that you're a little taller. One more inhale here. And then that exhale. If possible, take the hands underneath the hammy now. Extend and straighten your right leg. Flex the toes if you can. And if your leg is down here at a different angle, that's fine. If your foot is even lower, that's fine too. Just find that tallness and that engagement of your glute on both the right and the left side. Breath in, breath out. Now we'll twist open once more. So when you're ready, arms up on that breath in and exhale. Left hand in front, right hand to the back. If the leg is higher, you're welcome to grab the leg. And if it's not, keep it where it's at. One more inhale and exhale. Then inhale, the arms reach up. Chair pose, step the foot down. Exhale it into chair. Full belly breath in. Full belly breath out. One more breath in. And then exhale, forward fold. As we fold forward, we'll inhale, rise up halfway. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, reverse and rise, doming the spine until you're nice and tall. Exhale, elbows pull down. Inhale, lift those arms up, and exhale, forward fold. Lowering the palms, step back with that right foot, step back with that left foot. Plank pose. If you need to go into downward facing dog, do that, and then meet me into plank. From that plank pose, dome the spine, squeeze the navel up and in, a breath in, and a breath out. One more. Honor off those knees. Exhale, halfway or all the way. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, breath out. Inhale, tilt those hips up, and then child's pose before we move forward with the opposite side. Resting the head down on the ground, sending those hips back. Draw that breath in. Let that breath go. Let yourself relax the shoulders away from the ears. Massage the space between your eyebrows if you'd like. One more inhale here. Let that breath go. As you take your next breath in, rise back up into your tabletop. As you rise back up into tabletop, tucking the toes, lifting those knees, plank to downward facing dog. We're once more taking that flip dog position. So when you're ready, inhale, lift that left leg up, bend the left knee, stack the hip over towards that right side, lift your right heel high, slide the weight of the body forward just a tiny bit, bend generously, start to spin the ball of your right foot so that your left foot can step over. Take that gaze up towards the ceiling. As you take that gaze up towards the ceiling or even down to the ground, push your hips up as much as your body permits. One more breath in. And on that exhale, start to turn your gaze down towards your mat so that you can pivot your right foot and kick that left foot behind you. A breath in here. And then exhale, pull the knee into the body. Step that left foot in between the thumbs. Breath in, looking forward, adjust the hips. Exhale, knee down. Inhale, arms up for low lunge. Exhale, elbows down to your side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands come down, framing your foot. Curling the right toes, lifting that right knee. Inhale, sweep that left arm up towards the sky. Exhale, fingertips release down to the ground. Spin your back foot for warrior two. As you inhale, rise it all the way up. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Reach the fingertips front and back. Back hand down, flip that left palm. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle, forearm on the thigh. Extend and lift that right arm up. Now, if you're collapsing, it's going to be a little bit more challenging. So start to press the ribs up. Imagine you're trying to grab that spice. Now bring your hand towards your ear. Extend that left arm forward. Either spin the body without compromising the knee. Pull the hip back in. Breath in. Breath out. One more. You got this. Let it go. Inhale, reverse it when you're ready. And then exhale, cartwheel those hands, frame your left foot. You're on the ball of your right foot. Look forward, take a breath in. Hands walk a foot forward, standing split. As you lift that right leg and you're balancing on your left, you'll exhale, fold forward. Feel the leg come into line, feel the chest come towards the thigh. Let your hands either wrap around the ankle, one, both, or none. Looking at your kneecap, breathe in through your nose, magnetizing that right thigh up. Letting that breath go. One more breath in, breath out. Releasing your hands from around the ankle. Inhale, we lift up halfway. Exhale, pull the right knee into your chest. Step that right foot to meet the left. Bend both knees as you exhale, and then inhale, rise up for chair. As you come into that chair pose, we have our twist. So whenever you're ready, you'll twist either with your arm extended to the front and to the back, or perhaps bringing your right elbow towards that outside edge. Again, if the hips has shifted, send the bum lower, squeeze the belly a little bit more like you're crinkling the carpet. A breath in and a breath out. Inhale will release, coming back into that chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Dome the back, bring the navel towards the spine so it feels like you're doming your back. And then exhale, bow it down. On our next inhale, bend those knees softly, circle sweep those arms out to the sides, up to the sky. Exhale, elbows pull to the sides. Inhale, those arms reach up. When you're ready, stabilize through your right side. Exhale, pull that left knee up. Hands underneath the hammy or fingers interlace, pointing the toes and flexing those toes back and forth. Remember your hip. If the hip is pushed out to the right, bring it back to center. One more inhale here. And let that breath go. All on your breath and time. We'll twist and release. So when you're ready, those arms reach up. Extend that leg out. If you want to bring the hands back around the hamstring, you can. If you prefer hands out to the sides, that's fine. When you're ready, exhale, twist it. However you see fit. You might want to grab the leg. You might not. It's up to you. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more. Let it go. Releasing the hands. They come back up towards the sky. That leg is still extended. Exhale, step the foot down. Breathe in. Exhale, chair pose. Last breath here. Palms together, hands at prayer. Exhale, release and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let it go. Then inhale, reverse and rise, sweeping those arms to the sides, up to the sky, that breath in. Exhale, elbows pull down. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, release and fold forward. Step back left foot, step back right foot, plank pose or downward facing dog. If you're in downward facing dog, meet me in plank. If you want to release to those knees, lower to the knees. Start to crinkle your belly. Draw that navel firmly. Squeeze your bum a little tighter. You'll feel that engagement. Soften of the elbows when you're ready to drop to the knees or not. Exhale, lower the chest down, halfway or all the way. Inhale, cobra or that upward facing dog or even a modification. And then exhale, tilt those hips back up. Lowering the knees to the earth. Child's pose as the big toes come together. Draw a breath in. Let that breath go. Another breath in. Letting that breath go. Last inhale here. And that exhale here. Working the weight of the body up, sliding your hands towards your knees, bringing your knees together, send the weight to one side, swing your legs forward. As your legs come forward, find the middle of your mat and a little boat pose, just for 3 high boats and 3 low boats. So when you're ready, this might be your boat, this may be your boat, this may be your boat. Yogi's choice always. So on an inhale, low boat. On an exhale, high boat. Inhale, low. Exhale, high. And if you fall out of it, no biggie. That happens to me all the time. Exhale, last one, pull it in, you got it. Stay right here in that low boat. So we stay here in that low boat, bring the palms together. We're going to take boat rowing. So when you're ready, the right hand and the left hand come to that right side and we grow long. Crunch to the left, crunch to the right, crunch. 2 more on each side. You got this. Your boat can also, heels can be a little bit lower. Last one on each side. 1 and 2. And then find center. Breath in. Hands come to your hamstrings. Your back releases to the mat. Your head rests on the ground. Take a big breath in as the knees tuck in or as you take a long good morning stretch, either or. Let that breath go. Another inhale. Letting that breath go. Lowering your heels down to the ground. Allow the back to rest comfortably. Windshield wipering the legs right side to left side. Find that stillness in your alignment. Bring those palms to your side. Gently lift your chest up so that your shoulder blades come towards the midline. And then inhale, extend and lift your hips up for bridge pose. Your hands might even want to crawl in between and grab one another, or they can stay anchored into the mat. Lift the hips up. Feel that engagement as you squeeze your bum. And as you begin to lift those thighs and the hamstrings up towards the ceiling, keep the chin as far away from your chest as your body permits. One more inhale. And then relax. Let it all come back down towards the mat, separating the feet as wider than the mat, letting those knees swing from one side to the opposite. Come back to center when you're ready. Heel toe those feet back towards one another. Palms to your sides. Shoulders come towards the midline. Inhale, we lift it up. Exhale, we let that breath go. You're here for one more, and so if you'd like, inhale, lift that right leg up. Only when you're ready, that right foot comes down. We release it back to the mat. Windshield wiper on your breath in time. Once more, set up. This time it's the left leg if you want it to sweep up. Inhale, hips go up. Belly is strong. Inhale if you'd like, lift that left leg up, and if not, keep that left leg down. Exhale, lower it down. Slide your arms out. Exhale, lower your back down. Swing those legs right side to left side. Coming back to center, heel toe the feet back towards one another. Inhale, right leg goes up. Exhale, hands wrap around that right hamstring, and then we'll bend that right knee into our chest. Our hands now wrap around the shin bone. The hands wrap around that shin bone. Just let the hip drop down. Take that breath in, let that breath go. Releasing, cross that right ankle to the left quad. Flap that right leg if you need. Lift that left foot. Interlacing when you're ready, or figure four. Let yourself guide the left knee in towards the body. Another breath in. You're ready to release, release. Lowering the sole of that left foot down, the right leg goes up. A couple of circles with that right ankle in each direction. And then the right foot meets the left. Inhale, extend and lift that left leg up. Hands wrap around that hamstring, letting your hips drop down. Exhale, bending the knee in towards the body. The hands now wrap around the shin bone. Figure four on your breath and time as you cross the ankle towards this right quad. Thread the needle, lifting the sole of your right foot when you're ready. Flexing the toes if possible. One more inhale here. And sigh that breath out. Releasing, sole of the right foot down. Left leg sweeps up. Couple of ankle circles or pointing those toes. And then you'll exhale, lower the sole of that left foot down. Windshield wiper the legs, right side to left side if you'd like. Or if you prefer, exhale and pull those knees in towards your body, and you can trace a few circles in each direction. Switch the direction out. And then we'll return to center. As we return to center, legs lengthen up towards the ceiling. If you happen to have a block, a pillow, or even a blanket, I'm actually going to use a blanket to demonstrate, but if you have a block, you can definitely use a block. But you can make this whatever length feels right for you. Come into that bridge position. Roll that blanket so it supports the low back so that your hips tilt and the legs go up. Usually, when you're having any low back issues, just that slight lift gives a little bit more release or relief to the sensation that might occur in that area. So if your sciatic nerve is tender and it's difficult to keep your back completely flat, just support it. If you're close to a chair or even your couch or the wall, use the support there. If possible, close your eyes. Either the hands out to the sides, hands at the belly, or maybe hands at your heart. Bringing that awareness back to your space if the mind wandered. Breathe in. And you can come in directly into that happy baby if you do not have anything underneath your body. If you do, bend your knees, lower the soles of the feet down, slide whatever may be underneath, drop the hips down, take your time, but pull those knees in one at a time, out to the armpits, and then take your happy baby if that feels good. Rock from one side of the room to the other side. Play with the position if you'd like. And I don't believe I've ever offered this particular variation in Happy Baby. However, I'm going to offer it today. If you'd like to take a little half lotus, then what you'll do is cross your right foot, or it can be your left, bringing that heel close to the hip, and then maybe hang on to the blade of your left foot and bring it to your left glute. Right glute. Impossible to go to the left glute. If you can take full lotus right here, then bring this left foot in front of that right thigh. And that can be a position you go to. So one variation is stay in Happy Baby. A second variation is half lotus modification. So that would mean that you cross right foot on top of the left quad, and left foot is to the right glute. Or full lotus, both right and left quad, right and left heel are close and on top of the hips. Pause if you're wiggling. Breath in, breath out. Now slowly begin to release. So it might be like untying a knot. Legs go back up, and if you're in Happy Baby, find a variation. Maybe it's that butterfly, but then we'll switch our lotus out. So you'll go ahead and cross this time the left first, and either bring that right foot to the left glute, or if you prefer, cross it on top. We all have imbalances. This is my imbalance, so I have to modify on this side. Otherwise, my glute and my hip are screaming at me. So I'll go ahead and keep my right foot close to my left glute versus trying to bind for full lotus. Breathe in and out of the nose. You can rock side to side. Stillness is always an offering as well. Big breath in. Big breath out. Regardless of where you are, we'll begin to release. And as we begin to release, the legs can go back up. And then we'll exhale, pull the knees in towards the chest. And inhale, we'll extend nice and long for that big good morning stretch, or bending those knees to windshield wiper instead, your choice. On that exhale, the hands come out to the sides, cactus or letter T. The feet begin to rest on the mat. We'll lift the right hip to the left side, and exhale, bring those knees at a 90-degree angle for supine twist. Take a breath in here, letting it go. Inhale your way back to center, and exhale, you'll switch it out. Inhale when you're ready, back to center. Exhale, give yourself a nice hug. If there's still something your body's craving, invite yourself to go there. And then when you decide it's time, release and find yourself in our final resting pose of Shavasana. If you'd like to cover your shoulders or rest a little bit of weight on your belly, or even support the limbs, the legs, know that you can. Let yourself get comfortable. Draw a breath in through our nose. And we'll exhale, sigh it all out. Let yourself breathe naturally and let those eyes find softness as well as the jaw. Bringing awareness to your space, to your physical presence. Begin by taking a full breath in through your nose, letting that one go, inviting gentle movement back into the fingers, the toes, wrists and ankles, letting the head rock from one side to the opposite side a few times. Then you'll inhale, return to center, and extend the arms over your head for a morning stretch. And as you exhale, begin to slide the heels towards the body, rolling over towards that right side, bringing your left hand in front of you as you work your way into a fetal position. Take a full belly breath in here. Let it go. Then on your time, rise up into a comfortable seat. So you let yourself come into a comfortable seated position, closing those eyes, bringing the hands into prayer, drawing a breath in through your nose. You'll exhale, bow to yourself and the journey you've shared together. The divine in me salutes, honors, and recognizes the divine love and light in each of you. Thank you for being here and sharing part of your day with me and each other.